enlighten and inform and increase the frequency of the planet. I've been divinely decreed to help raise the vibration of the collective consciousness and to help rid this planet of its parasitical invaders, which are these white supremacists. And because of that, I have been attacked.
It's a documentary, y'all. Rashad, Jamal.
You know, and I'm just tired of sitting back, not speaking out on it. So feelings might get hurt, but I don't give a fuck. Y'all already know me. I'm transparent. I see I'm on this planet damn near alone, and that's okay. I told y'all they was gonna come for me, but I just want to get this shit off my chest. I'm tired of these false narratives being painted. So when I come home, man, if you turn your back on me, man, keep that same energy, man. I want you to think it's over with. I want you to feel comfortable feeling that way. If you believe that the people that the ancestors that sent me down here on this divine mission, they just gonna turn their back on me, man, they don't move like that. See, this was y'all.
One thing I'll say is, like, we all got ancestors, bro. Like, but there is no special ancestors. I don't, even if it's a celestial court, right? And we all have ancestors. They live within you, right? But as far as, like, you're being divinely protected, or you got to answer for them, or you got to speak with them, or you got to, like, abide by their will. My ancestors is lucky if I appreciate them in this existence right now, because life moves on, bro. And let's just say, like I look at my granddad, right, and my dad. We the same person almost. It's just evolved and spliced off of different shit. But there's a lot going on the planet, bro. And Rashad Jamal sounded like he was really, really selling you a dream. But I think he was passionate about it when I first was learning about this shit with him. But I think when it came more lucrative, that's when shit got clouded. So.
Oh, test two. Everybody real true character being revealed.
I ain't gonna pause it no more. We gonna watch this shit.
It's over. That's all. And we have a new era in boxing.
On November 22nd, 1986, the same day as 20-year-old Mike Tyson will make history by becoming the youngest heavyweight champion of all time, Rashad Jamal White was born in Chicago, Illinois. He would be the second and last child born to his mother, Sharon.
Him and his sister are 10 years apart. I only had 2 children. My son and my daughter do not have the same father. I was married to my daughter's father. Rashad has had a calling on his life from birth. Rashad simply means intelligent warrior. He was a warrior from birth. So that's who he is. Always have been.
Rashad was born in the midst of the crack era, and violence across the Windy City, as well as other urban cities across the United States, was at an all-time high.
As if the youngsters growing up in the older and poorer parts of America's cities didn't have enough problems.
Now, like I said, y'all, it's a YouTube documentary. You feel me? It's not the HBO one, because the other one on HBO. This is the one that's on YouTube. Shout out to Hood Horrors.
Many of them have to grow up scared. They are in fear for their lives, literally, because of gang violence.
In Chicago last year, there were 58 gang-related deaths. Kids hurting kids.
Cocaine-related deaths have increased dramatically in the past year, along with dramatic increases in violence and crime, all attributed to crack. And yet, it is an epidemic that seems to have caught law enforcement by surprise.
It has been a bloody 3 weeks on the streets of Chicago. 56 people killed. And in one 4-day period, police logged 300 reports of shots fired.
Oh, bro, get to the documentary, bro.
When we first reported on a street gang called the Gangster Disciples last year, they were terrorizing entire neighborhoods in the city of Chicago.
He did his homework, though.
They were making a fortune peddling illegal drugs, and they were putting their manpower behind local politicians they favored. We're coming back to them tonight because their ambition is larger. The Gangster Disciples of Chicago have gone national.
Rashad's path into the streets began with petty crimes before escalating to drug dealing. Yet, even he would later acknowledge that the drug trade wasn't his calling.
I wasn't never good at that. Every time I had drugs, I'd sell the drugs, smoke weed, just have enough money to go back to the cop again.
Rashad would drop out of high school at 18 years old during his senior year. According to his mother, he left home not long after dropping out of high school, after she found drugs stashed in his bedroom.
So from that point on, he got mad and started doing this little thing because he was never allowed to bring anything in the house. because I'm going to search your room. So when I searched his room, when I found little baggies, I said, nigga, I know you know better. You ain't finna do it up in here.
I ain't got that story like how some motherfuckers and people I grew up with, like they had to go to the streets. I ain't gonna lie and say I had to be in the streets. I never had to sell drugs if I ain't want to. That stuff I did because I was loyal to my friends and my block. It just started off as us being little kids on the playground, being loyal to each other. And then we began to get older, and over time, you know what I'm saying, now it's like you a part of a gang and you don't even know it.
After leaving home, Rashad headed to Job Corps. After completing in 2006, he returned to Chicago, where he would try to pursue a career in rap. He dropped his first mixtape in 2008 under his rap name Jetta, and the following year he would move to Atlanta, where he thought he'd have a better shot at getting signed.
Oh, he moved to Atlanta in 2008? Oh, this dude is way older than I thought. I mean, not older than I thought. Of course, he had a life before, but I'm like, damn, I thought he moved to Atlanta like in 2016 or something. I didn't know all that. So oh yeah, I don't know. So bro been rapping for like 10, 12 years before he started doing content. I was rapping for like 7 years before I did content. No, like for 5 years.
Moved back to Chicago in 2011 and enrolled in college for business administration. But the following year, on January 12, 2012, his life would take a turn for the worse.
Oh, he got into that shootout.
He would be arrested for attempted murder, amongst a slew of other charges that resulted from him shooting his best friend after an ongoing dispute. The shooting would happen in downtown Chicago in broad daylight in front of multiple witnesses.
Chicago police tell us they're questioning a person of interest in an afternoon shooting on the Gold Coast.
The victim taken to a hospital in critical condition. Chicago police say calls for help.
I remember that though. He said he was defending himself. He said dude walked up with a move on him in front of his mom.
Again, about a person being shot. Police have not given us any pure motive or simple motive for this particular attack.
My victim was like my best friend. You know, for us to fall out and, you know, for me to try to prevent it to go to the level it went to, and for him to, you know, start to threatening my mom and, you know, my sisters and my family, that's what led to, you know, it getting real like it got between me and him. So, I mean, it was heartbreaking for it to even come to that. You feel me? That wasn't like no anybody. That was my boy.
At the time of the shooting, Rashad's mother worked in downtown Chicago at the Art Institute.
Damn.
Shortly after Rashad's arrest, his mother would be fired from her job.
Damn.
Rashad would later claim that it was part of a grand scheme by the United States government to get rid of him by not allowing his mother to hire an attorney.
I called my mama from jail. Hey, mama, need a lawyer. But my mama was finna give me a good-ass lawyer because she had a good-ass job working downtown Chicago, facts, nigga. And they fired my mama, boy. We knew it was the government.
Rashad would spend nearly 4 years in jail awaiting trial. During those 4 years, he would be stabbed 8 times by rival gang members during a fight. He would also get jumped by his fellow gangster disciples following a disagreement.
I bust my lip or close one of my eyes. I was fucked up, but I stood my ground fighting 10, 12 niggas.
It would be during this time, Chicago drill rapper Lil J had been arrested for
That's what I was trying to tell King Yellow on the podcast. He was like, oh, you on some bullshit. I ain't on no bullshit. It's a video of Lil J saying he was in jail with Rashad Jamal. It ain't no bullshit, nigga. I don't just be talking, bro. You know? I was saying that because I was trying to make the link. But yeah.
Alleged involvement in a shooting from a drug deal gone bad. He would be Rashad's cellmate from February 2015 until November of that same year.
And that's when I met Lil J. My last 9 months, I did that with Lil J was my cellie. Lil J was in that beating motherfuckers ass.
My first day, 2 niggas, bro, beat them. They thought it was that. Knocked one out, broke the other one nose, bro, no cap. And my old cellie was there, man. You probably knew him, Rashad Jamal. That was my old cellie. He can vouch it.
In early November 2015, 3 years and 10 months after being arrested, Rashad would stand trial. He would be forced to do it with a public defender.
Boy, them people was trying to take my life. My offer before trial was 35 years. They offered me a Kevin Durant. I had to go to trial, nigga, and fight for my life on some shit where I wasn't wrong to begin with. I was coming home from college when I caught my attempt murder, boy. I'm not wrong. That's self-defense. They knew that from jump. They still set me in jail 4 years straight and made me go all the way to trial.
Rashad would be found not guilty at trial of aggravated battery / unlawful discharge of a firearm. All of the charges, including attempted murder, were dropped by the state after the jury was hung on those counts.
Throughout the day, the jury sent back multiple notes. They were hopelessly deadlocked and nothing was changing, ultimately leading to today's outcome.
Went to trial with a public defender, 5 witnesses, broad daylight, attempt murder in Chicago, downtown on the Gold Coast. Boy, they was trying to smoke my ass in there, boy. Had that judge said guilty, I wouldn't be standing in front of you right now. I wouldn't have got out till I was 63 years old in their time.
Once released, he linked up with Killer Clan, a local Chicago rap label that was run by his close friend.
He beat it though.
He began dropping music almost immediately. He would drop his first video, Grind Don't Stop, just 2 months after his release. A month later, he would drop his second video that was titled Hit a Lick.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I didn't know that's how he started to rap. One thing I'll say is, if he would have did that shooting, if that would have happened like 5 years before, you probably would have actually been able to make a career off that shit. Because I think he did that shit before Say Cheese and shit and all that was out. So blogs wasn't posting shit like that. Like, it wasn't no blog, it wasn't no Instagram, it wasn't no algorithm. Like, if he would have did that, if he would have got into that little bump out, they would have bloodhound Lil Jeff and threw him up there. Because that's how you get known in Chicago, like, with your music. You got to be known for getting active, or you got to do some snake shit. Like, in Oakland, like, the niggas that got the most clout is the niggas that do the most snake shit when I was younger. You know? The more greasy you is, the more clout you got. Like, it's not niggas with money. It's the nigga who robbed the dude with all the money. That's who get the clout. You feel me? On some nigga shit. Ooh, that's doing that.
Rashad's early music was centered on promoting street life, criminal activity, and the realities of surviving in tough neighborhoods. This would be a stark contrast to the message he would later become known for.
Do you understand that your words are electricity combined with energy? Whatever you look at, you give it your energy. Whatever you think about, you give it your energy.
In 2017, after breaking up with his then girlfriend, after a domestic violence dispute, Rashad would move to Atlanta once again. He quickly linked up with a small independent label, and it would be during this time that he would meet his son's mother, Darcel Smith, an up-and-coming independent R&B artist that was from Atlanta. The two of them would meet during a get-together at the label owner's house.
I walked in there, he was sitting on the floor, he had a high-top fade, and he was handsome, like the sun was shining on him good. But that's not what I was thinking about. I was thinking about my music, so I really didn't, care about any of that. So we were there just basically starting to sing my song called Tears Out of Control. And that's where I started to record it there.
Do you want me to flip the script up? Take a sip of liquor. See these niggas, they wanna play with my emotions. His lies were harsh, but yet soft spoken. Having dreams of him scuba diving in my ocean. Oh, but to mention, I almost drowned in my tears.
Rashad would play Darcel's love interest in the video she would ultimately shoot for her Love Out of Control song. In turn, Darcel would make a cameo on Rashad's video for his Hard Work freestyle.
Okay, I remember that one. For sure. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like that song. I like the bruh music, bruh. You feel me? Let me see. I was fucking with bruh. That's crazy. His wife really just changed her name. It used to be wife of Rashad Jamal. Now it's just Life of Simply Princess. Yeah, that shit look crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. All right, come on.
This would be Rashad's first video since moving to Atlanta, and by now, his music had began shifting away from the gritty lyrics and were moving towards a more positive message. He would also begin speaking out negatively against rappers who promoted violence.
Ain't no real street nigga gonna promote no violence if he really was from the streets. Nigga say he from the streets and he still rapping about that shit or promoting that shit, he ain't from them. He ain't let off enough shots, he ain't robbed enough niggas, he ain't been robbed enough
Facts.
times, he ain't sat in jail long enough, nigga. Ain't no real one gonna sit out here promote that violence. That's why I don't listen to none of them rappers no more. That shit over with for me. I ain't listen to none of them niggas.
Darcel and Rashad would get to know each other outside of the music. During times, Darcel was asked to run errands related to the label, and Rashad would tag along.
Rashad Jamal didn't have a car. So they was like, hey, so can we give you gas money to take him here to do this, for music purposes? I was like, okay, that's fine. So that's how we end up even getting close to each other, as far as him being, near me.
Yeah, he got him a fat bitch. He did the hustle. He did the typical nigga hustle. Get you a little fat bitch or something, some money, got connects. He played that bitch. You know how niggas get. Niggas get them a fat. I'm the type of guy. I'd rather work at McDonald's for 6 months to save up for my own car, to get my own house. I've been living on my own since I was 19, So, and I've been on my own. I left my house at 16. So I'm always an independent person. Like I am somebody who chooses independence over everything. I'm about to plug in my ring camera real quick.
Personally.
Darcel was originally from Akron, Ohio, but had moved to Atlanta to pursue her music career, as well as a career in stage play.
I sing, so I wanted to do like stage plays with like Tyler Perry. So I was, looking, for a career for that, basically.
Yeah, y'all know.
At the time of meeting Rashad,
it's gonna get good, but y'all know, bruh said, remember he was like, oh yeah, she sold me out, and she to get a record deal to blow up. Like, bro, she never blew up off that. Like, it'd be different if he didn't say that, but he said, nah, she sold me out to blow me up, so she could blow up. He didn't say she sold me out for money. He didn't say that. You feel me? Now, I remember how he was putting it out. He was like, she jealous that I'm moving on, that I don't want her no more. Women got options, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. It's not hard for women to get men. But women do be spiteful too. But I believed all of that at first. But I just had a dream too. That was weird. Last night I had a dream and I was like, bro, we really don't know what Rashad, if he's guilty. Like, we don't know what's going on with that. Like, I was talking with somebody about that shit in my dreams.
Darcel was a single mother of 3. Their relationship would quickly move on from just simply label mates to romantic.
It went like this. One day I went home just to check on my babies, and he never left for 3 years. He seen me with a house. I had a 3-bedroom house. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I need that.
And like, it's just her and her kids here. She's single, so I feel like he basically tried to jump on that. Now looking back, I'm like, I could have just got away from this, but I didn't know that I was really the target. Like, I was the target of someone that needed
a place to stay.
Darcel claims
women do the same thing. A lot of women will fuck with niggas just cause they need a place to stay. That's why she shut up. That's why she cook. That's why she do. She just needs somewhere to stay. She bumming. You feel me? Why you think there's so many women that'll take money from older men and go fuck older men? Bro, it's women out here that's getting fucked. Bro, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. If your girl is active on Instagram, she is in the reach of tricks, right? Especially if she trying to, like, if you see your girl trying to do baddie aesthetic, she wants to become a 304 subconsciously. Because if you want to be seen on Instagram for being cute and fly and all this stuff, right? And you're not building towards your business, but you're just building to baddie influencer. It's different if it's like, hey, I'm living my life and I'm posting it. But that's that could be hid behind alter motives. So it's like, it's nothing for a nigga, an NFL player, a third string NFL player or whatever, whoever. You know what I'm saying? Nigga just with some show, nigga might have just hit for 300,000. And he see a bitch and he like, ooh, come hang with me for 2 weeks. Hey, come fuck with me. I'm gonna fly you out. Let's get to know each other. I'm gonna fly you out. You get your flight. Bam, now she at his house. That should have happened today. That shit is going to happen today. And that bitch won't leave. And by the time she leaves, she up 4,500, all that shit, whatever. For some, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, we is in a transaction era for real, bro.
Almost as soon as Rashad moved in, he became extremely aggressive and controlled nearly every aspect of her day-to-day life.
I was isolated from my friends within 2 weeks. Like, he was super, like, aggressive. So it started getting to the point where if I wanted to get away from him, it wasn't happening. When I try to get ready to walk out the door, he literally would jump over the couch to stop me from going outside.
He on some little boy shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you though, bro. I'm telling y'all, after I watched that live with Phase 1 and Rashad Jamal, baby mama, I'm like, oh yeah, this explain it all, bro. This lady ain't lying, bro. You could tell she ain't lying. Like, you could just tell the way people are like, they demeanor are. They like, man, her demeanor is, I'm tired of this shit. Like, and I fucked with Buddy, but I'm just being real.
The only way I got outside, you know, is to take the kids to school, and he went with me. I was in a predicament where I felt like a dummy, someone who was manipulated by somebody who was a narcissist, and that's what he did.
Rashad would later state in an interview with Atlanta magazine that when he met Darcel, he was addicted to ecstasy, and that addiction led him to getting arrested once again, a year after meeting Darcel. He received probation due to that arrest. Moving forward, Rashad began to dive deep into the conscious community sector of YouTube and started rambling for hours on end about different topics and conspiracy theories. He expected Darcel and the kids to listen to everything he had to say.
Right.
He also became increasingly paranoid and started walking around the house with a gun.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I gotta stop pausing it, bro.
I literally had to sit for hours and watch him speak. And it was like I was the practice audience, me and my family. I mean, it was just continuously someone walking around your house with guns all day inside the house. So you gonna listen to him.
As time passed, Rashad would start delivering his message through Instagram, and slowly he started to gain a following.
People started to listen to him. It seemed like he wanted somebody to listen to him because he talks a lot. He needs somebody to like feed off of, and also he started monetizing off these people. Like, people started sending him, like, you know, cash apps and stuff, like, you know, keep talking about, you know, different topics that they wanted to hear about, you know, from history. And then he started to study another person named Young Pharaoh. He started to study him, and Young Pharaoh was talking about different topics.
Oh, so she told us the real about this shit, you know? Young Pharaoh. Because, let me tell y'all this, right? Young Pharaoh and Rashad Jamal remind me of like me in Phase 1. You feel me? Phase 1, he say, I ain't deeper than you, brother. But this nigga Phase 1, he's like me with all the evidence and proof and facts. He can back up everything. Me, I can talk about anything, any topic, and I hit on everything, but I might not have an exact source for every single thing. I might not be overly on tip, but I'm super charismatic in how I talk. You know, so I could get you a charisma personality. But, so I use that to my strength and my advantage. But I'm also very knowledgeable. But I might not be able to pinpoint, break this shit down like how a Young Pharaoh do, or like a Phase do. Rashad was able to break things down too on the molecular level. I'm just trying to make an example. Like, if I was to start popping it like, I know everything and I was the best and I never listened to niggas like Phase, or I never listened to Young Pharaoh or Rashad, or I just act like I just came up with all this on my own, I would see how Young Pharaoh got offended too, because, or it's not even just, even if Rashad wasn't sneak dissing before, because when Rashad reached out to Young Pharaoh, he was like, bro, I seen you talking shit. And I'm like, bro, I never seen Rashad really talk shit about you. You feel me? So it might have just been on some shit like YP just he wasn't fucking with him because he like, bro, you on my wave, bro. You wasn't here when niggas was getting banned. Like, you on my wave, nigga. Like, that's how, you know how the egos get. Everybody got an ego. And that shit just went left. I thought them niggas was for sure finna collab, bro. When that shit didn't happen and they start beefing, I'm like, yeah, this shit over with, bro. I knew then, like, bro, this shit ain't gonna work. It's just niggas talking spiritual, bro. Like, you got to think about it. We all human beings. So, but it's very hard to have these type of deep conversations with people, bro. So when you find communities like this, we want to hold on to them. Because even when I go do the Unk podcast, when I be doing that shit, bro, it's you, when you out of that space, you back in the Matrix. Like, it's like, damn, that shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's, you know, going on with the government.
Do you know how much fictitious information the government puts out there to try to slander and say things are that they're not? Do you know that the government tried to say pyramids on Mars was Photoshopped, even though NASA scientists and people inside NASA confirmed that it's true, and that was the government trying to debunk information?
He started getting deep into that, and so he started more going into depth with, you know,
evidence,
talking about those subjects, and people were really just in tuned into it. So,
because when they did the takeover, some of the gods and goddesses retreated, and they set up their own little energetic force fields and forests all around the planet. And the government know this, but they can't find them. They can't get to them. See? That's what Wakanda was about.
On April 8th, 2019, a little over 2 years after meeting Rashad, Darcel would give birth to his baby, a beautiful son they would name Zara. His nickname will be Zaza. 9 months after Zaza was born, Darcel and Rashad would split up.
that's when he went with someone else and he took it to the next level. And I think she was one of the people that was following him already on that level.
Right.
They continued on to him becoming a cult leader.
Rashad's new girlfriend was named Zakiya. Zakiya was a single mother of 2 daughters that was also from Atlanta. As is the story in almost all bad breakups, both parties usually blame each other for the reason they split.
Right.
The case was no different when it came to Rashad and Darcel. While Darcel had her reasons for saying they split, Rashad had his own story. Rashad blamed Darcel, stating she was against him teaching online.
January 2020, me and my baby mama was beefing. So I went my separate way because she didn't want me doing what I'm doing now, teaching. When I tried to do this around my baby mama, it was all drama.
In June of 2020, 5 months after the breakup, Rashad would create his YouTube channel. By now, he was also going by the name Divine Insight.
From the 8th
he would
universe.
name his page the University of Cosmic.
You have to remember, this man said he's from the 8th universe. He's divine. He said he's one of the 23 elders and he's from the 8th universe. He's from Sirius B. Galactic man.
Intelligence. And 3 months later, he would post his first video.
This is only for the 5th dimensional beings. Those beings who are still stuck on the 3rd dimension. This channel might not be for you. You might not agree with a lot of things that will be said on this channel. A lot of things might confuse you. I ask you to enter this university with an open mind, baby-like mentality, ready to learn. This channel isn't for everybody. This information isn't for everybody. I come in pure peace, love, and creativity.
During the same time period as Rashad had uploaded his first YouTube video, the world was in the grips of the COVID-19 pandemic, and in the United States alone, the virus had just claimed more than 200,000 lives.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. Tonight, the United States has reached yet another devastating and unthinkable moment in a pandemic that continues to change our country and our way of life. As we come on the air tonight, more than 200,000 people in the U.S. have now been killed by the virus.
With millions of people feeling isolated, uncertain, and searching for answers, it was during this backdrop that Rashad had began to attract a massive amount of followers. Central to Rashad's teachings, through the University of Cosmic Intelligence, was the belief that his followers were among a small group of spiritually awakened people, and that those who embraced his message had uncovered hidden knowledge that the rest of the world had yet to understand. His Dharma was grounded in 5 core principles. The first one being that Black and Latino people are divine beings.
Black people and Latino people, this is what makes us gods. We are nature. Okay? We are nature. All right? Earth, fire, wind, air, every element, including the 5th, which is love, exists within your body. You are a god, nothing less.
The second principle was that Earth, or what Rashad called Kai, was an illusion.
Because the original name of this planet is Kai, not Earth. So on this channel, I will be addressing it as Kai, not Earth, okay? What we see is not what we see, okay? It's an illusionary world that has been pulled over our eyes. It's a veil, all right, made to blind everybody. The truth is that humans are not from this planet. Let's start with the word human. The word itself, human, all right? Hue, color, all right? The color man is the Caucasian man. The Caucasian man, all right, which would be the hue man, is not from this planet. And not just the Caucasian man, but Caucasians, Asians, Dravidians, Mexicans, Arabs, all 5 of these different races are different races of human. And they are not originally from this planet.
Number 3, ancient civilizations and extraterrestrials.
So these reptilians, they live here amongst us, and they have been helping the humans control us since they invaded us in the year of 1492. You also have the Greys. These are the guys they normally show you as kids when you think about an alien. Then they show you the little dude with the skinny neck and the big head and the big black eyes. That's the Greys.
Number 4, raising one's vibration.
You could be in your house doing what you want to do, but when you walk outside the door, you still uniting with energies, and those energies affect your aura. So this is why we got to do the chakra cleansing. This is why we should be doing it on your own. But I feel like if I take it upon myself to do it, then you should take it upon yourself.
Y'all don't understand, bro. Like, even watching this shit right now, bro, I'm getting back aligned with this shit, like, cause it's the information was powerful, bro. Period. But nigga, to see a nigga like you that was from the streets talking crazy with crystals and shit, like, man, we don't need to wear they diamonds and gold. Like, I fuck with the diamonds and gold. Bro, take the bald head dude out of the thumbnail. But we fucked with the authenticity. You feel me? Like, we finna have choppers, paint, take our land back. Okay, we outside, crystals. It was the energy that was with it. You feel me? So for bro to go fluky like that, I don't know, bro. But that shit, it was just too chaotic. And I was in a traumatic place when I was listening to that shit. But I realized, even when he was still out, I wasn't listening to the shit as much. Like, you should have seen some of his last lives before he went to jail. F the whole spiritual community. Nobody rock with me. And now that I'm dealing within this shit a little bit, I understand why he made them lies. Like, fuck the whole spiritual community. Because, like, people is strange. They'll watch you, but they don't want to work and collab with you. You feel me? Or they'll watch you, which is fine. Everybody don't have to. But it's like people are tuned in with you, but they don't want to come together. Like, there's no unity inside of that shit. But I've been told y'all that. You feel me? It's just business for a lot of these people. But one thing I will say is, bruh, energy was motivating the youth. It was. But it's not like the government had to. I don't believe the government had to take him down for saying shit that's already out. Like, he's not new. Even though the government was killing Fred Hampton, this ain't the 60s. They got people controlled. You feel me? But just because we felt like, all right, man, these folks are so slow, bro, with these captions, bro. Keep the dude in the blue jersey in the thumbnail, bro. That's Rashad. Keep Young Pharaoh in there. Take out the random bald dude. That's all I wanted. Y'all, you acting like you can't create this thumbnail because you're a stupid fucking AI.
You know what I'm saying?
And last but not least is number 5, distrust of mainstream institutions.
Rule number 1 to how to survive the lies of Uncle Scam. Always remember that no matter what they telling your ass on TV, the media, the news, I don't give a fuck, that they ass is lying. It's the complete opposite. I don't give a fuck what it is. And I don't care what they show you. Remember, CGI technology, the eyes are easily fooled. That's how rule number 1 to surviving in this Uncle Scam is to remember, whatever they telling you, it's the complete opposite.
For the remainder of 2020, Rashad's online popularity continued to grow, along with his following. He was also making a lucrative monthly income through donations and online ad revenue. But as far as recognition from other teachers in the conscious community, Rashad felt as if he was being ignored and hated on because of his success.
Not only do I have the motherfucking elites mad at me for exposing the truth to y'all, but then I got my own people mad at me because y'all like, damn, this nigga on point, but you just don't want to admit it. And then you got other motherfuckers who are teachers like me and they jealous. They get jealous. Man, I've been on YouTube for years.
Look, bro, this is one thing I'm going to say about this shit, bro. about niggas being jealous of you or niggas like envying you or shit like that or niggas wanting to position you in because just cause you keep like I'm like Rashad Jamal. If we got a problem, let's talk about it in face to face. We can fight it out and then I'll shake your hand. Nigga. You feel me? And we gonna push past the energy. And we gonna keep growing. And I ain't gonna let but a lot of people aren't like that, bro. A lot of people aren't confrontational. You feel me? And also, a lot of people don't look at people and see, oh, they doing their thing. That's motivating. A lot of people look at people's success and feel like they're incompetent. I seen somebody comment on my page one time. He's like, you make me feel like I ain't doing nothing. Anybody that makes me feel like that, I stop watching them immediately. But you notice that's not them. That's you. So get right within. Because if you handling your shit, you're not going to feel like that watching a damn YouTube video. You're going to say, oh, that man's living his life. Just like how I'm living mine. You feel me? It's a part 2 to this too, but
how the fuck he get the 10K that quick? I've been on Instagram for years. I've been teaching. Niggas don't flock to me like they flock to Rashad Jamal. Y'all see me out here leading these people. Niggas don't even want to say my name. Niggas so caught up in thinking I'm gonna steal their followers. Like, yeah, what type of shit is y'all thinking about? Fuck out of here, nigga. Meanwhile, I got enough money to buy you a house, your mama house, her mama house, nigga.
YouTube title.
As the new year of 2021 rolled in, Rashad was on vacation in Florida with Zakiya and her 2 daughters. Just before heading back home to Atlanta, Zakiya recorded an altercation between Rashad and a security guard in the hotel parking lot. During the heated confrontation, Rashad held a handful of money and repeatedly claimed he was a celebrity and accused the security guard of being a racist.
Hey y'all, let me show y'all how they treat you when you black. Came out here to spend money with these people, right? I'm right here with my family. See my wife, my kids. He harassing me because I'm black. So because I'm taking pictures with money. Because I'm in this nice vehicle, y'all. We didn't spend money. We leaving today. We just taking a picture. Nothing aggressive going on. He don't want me to take my video picture in my nice car. It's because I'm black. It's because I'm black. And he ain't going to fight me. He going to hide behind that. It's because I'm black. Because I can take this sun. No, you see this sun? He can't take that sun. I can take this sun. I'm a whole celebrity, bro. I'm a whole celebrity. But listen, that's disrespectful. When I came out here to spend money, bro, with my family, I ain't disrespecting nobody. I'm taking a picture. I haven't explained to him I'm a celebrity, bro. I'm a celebrity, bro. So you really put your beach in your place and inject me. You don't even know who I am. So when you go to social media, you're gonna find out who I am. That's
I remember this video. Hey, you know what's funny though, bro? Hey, first of all, bro, this thing got some bullshit drip on, bro. That drip is some bullshit. But he said, I got on bullshit right now. My peasy voice. But you know what's funny about this shit? He's not lying about this, bro. Y'all gonna say he overreacting. Oh, he's chimping out. But people are emotional. But I'm telling you, bro, these folks be so passive. Like, they be real passive. Like I was just at my hotel a few weeks ago. I mean, like, a few days ago. These niggas knocking on the door. Like, bro, we check out at 11. Stop trying to push shit. Like, if I paid money, bro, don't treat me different, bro. You feel me? Let me get my money's worth out this shit. Because if we were some white people out here taking pictures, bro, you see me with my family. You acting like it's 5 niggas and we all on top of and we smoking herb and we on top of the Tesla and we playing music hella loud. Like, they just be picking and choosing, bro. Like, why are you here type shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you in these certain places. Like, when I was in Utah, they knocking on my door. Are you smoking weed? I'm like, no, bro. Ain't nobody smoke weed. You open a bag and I'm rolling up a little bit. Like, I'm not smoking, bro. That's just not what smoking smells like. You feel me? He's like, oh, we should make sure you're not smoking. I'm like, bro, like, snitching ass niggas, man. He was like, somebody across the room said the interest. Like, bro, nigga just seen I was black, trying to get me up out of here. Yeah.
That's why I got her recording. You still recording, right? Yeah. Thank you. Keep recording.
Rashad's supporters were already familiar with his fiery personality during live streams, but this would be the first time they seen him go off like this in public, and it wouldn't be the last. Once back home in Atlanta, Rashad continued giving lectures and continued to build on his growing core of supporters. As a way to capitalize on his increasing popularity, Rashad started a website which offered his paying members special perks.
I love y'all reflection. We building, right? We breaking away from all of this, and we gonna keep social media. But when they tear it down, we still got the website. Like I say, I don't have 1 million subscribers yet. I don't have 1 million followers on Instagram. I don't have 1 million followers on Facebook, but I'm becoming influential where y'all are paying attention to what I do.
On his website, he also started selling crystals and spiritual tools to his followers. Some of the items he promoted were amethyst,
I ain't gonna lie, them was overpriced. That shit was overpriced, bro. I ain't gonna lie, for some of them bigger crystals, you do gotta pay money though. You do gotta pay $200, $300, $400 for them big crystals. But them $100 necklaces and all that, I don't know, bro. You could get a lot of them Jones for. But I ain't gonna lie, now that I be in crystal stores though, that shit do be fake expensive a little bit. But he was selling shit for like $333 and shit. Like, I think he had a $1,000 crystal too, but that shit was a little overpriced, bro.
Aqua crystal sets and clear quartz, to name a few.
So these crystals are good
like,
for...
hey, y'all can... I make my own crystals. Y'all can still cop them. You feel me? $40. But this is a real crystal wrapped in copper. You feel me? I got this right out the mountains. It's a milky quartz. So... you can still cop
channeling energy. They are the most powerful crystal, clear quartz crystal. It's the most powerful crystal you can get. I'ma just keep it real with y'all when it comes to manifesting things. Clear quartz crystal.
Rashad claimed he had excavated most of the crystals from the ground himself and had charged them with special herbs. He claimed the crystals could raise a person's vibration and offer spiritual protection. The crystals became a major source of income for Rashad, and his new website saw a significant amount of traffic. At its peak, the site had garnered more than 30,000 monthly paid subscribers.
We sold out of crystals too. Everything sold out, been sold out. We're gonna restock.
As the United States had began rolling out COVID-19 vaccines, after more than a year of the pandemic, a flood of misinformation spread across social media. Leaders in the conscious community, along with conspiracy theorists from across the internet, urged their followers to reject the vaccines. Some claimed they would make people magnetic. Others insisted they contained microchips designed to track the population. None of those claims were ever supported by scientific evidence. Although Rashad rejected the popular conspiracy theories circulating online, he too was against the vaccine. But he had a theory of his own on why it should be rejected by blacks and Latinos. He claimed the vaccine contained dog and monkey DNA.
Okay, so I don't think they're talking about the allegations yet. That's gonna be part 2.
Dog genetics and monkey genetics. They have monkey and dog DNA, right? If they could put more monkey and dog DNA in you, the carbonated being, then you too will not be able to receive the power that's coming off the sun's rays right now.
Hey man, new radiation on the planet.
To many people, including some of the most committed conspiracy theorists, Rashad's explanation for rejecting the COVID-19 vaccine sounded insane. But for his followers, his words carry weight, and many accepted his claims without question. As controversial as his views on the vaccine were.
Look, I was 22. I was 22, bro. Give me a break, bro. I was 22, man. I was listening to Rashad, Jamal, 21, 22, 23 years old. And Kalai, Amin Ra, everybody. And then Rod Hayes came out. It was a lot going on, right? And before that, we was on the Double Bears, Bobby Hemmett's, the Brother. I actually figured about Brother Panic a little later on. You know, that was a lot of studying I did in 6 years, but I really should have been reading more. Like I just found look, y'all know what I found yesterday? That's how much I paid for it, $2. I found our basic instructions. I ain't never had a Bible in 25 years of my life, so it's time to study what the fuck they teaching and indoctrinating people with. I'm gonna get to dive into that shit, you know? Dive into that book. Liquor tea. Yeah, like, hey, hit the like if y'all want to see part 2.